Alright, so hello guys. In this video, I will be strictly talking about the 2022 question for class diagrams. Okay, so as we discussed in the previous videos, a class is structured like this. This is the class name, class attributes, and class methods. Okay, of course, they do not do it quite perfectly here. You can understand with me. Okay, alright, so you need to understand these lines, what this means. Okay. This simple line simply means inherits from. Okay, let me draw something for you. If we have okay, so if we have uh, this particular instance of a class, okay, if we have this particular instance of a class, and we've got another class which is following from it, okay, and we have another one which is following from it. Okay, what does this mean? This means that this becomes a parent class because it is inherited by a subclass. Okay, so the other name for this one may be a superclass. Okay, and if another one comes, the other class becomes a subclass. Okay, this is a subclass, this is a subclass, this is a superclass, but in this case is now a parent class. Okay, right, I think we've done a lot of talking here, so let us begin. Okay, so the question now comes and says, produce a program code to implement the structure above. Okay, this is simply simple creation of a class and inheritance. The sports prefect will inherit from the prefect. The club's prefect will inherit from the prefect. Okay, it is very obvious, or it is very stupid. Okay, it is very obvious that of course a sports prefect should inherit all attributes of a normal prefect. Okay, you cannot be a school head boy if you cannot at least appreciate the basic properties of a normal prefect. Do you understand me? You cannot be a supervisor of a company when you cannot at least appreciate the basic uh, responsibilities of a normal client. Okay, so what are we saying here? We're saying that there are three classes: 1, 2, 3. Okay, two are inheriting this one, and this one are both inheriting from the parent class. Do you understand me? In such a way that the question now comes and says, produce a program code to implement the structure above. Okay, and the function or method headers only are required. Okay, the code detail inside each function or method is not required. So we are supposed to put these methods, but we are not supposed to code them. Okay, all right. So this is very simple, guys. It wasn't supposed to be 10 marks. Let me correct this thing. It's supposed to be 1 mark or something. This is very stupid. Okay, all right. So what should I use, Python or VB? I'm going to select VB, but I highly encourage you to use Python, because Python is a bit more verbose. Okay, so let's just wait for my grandmother VB. All right. Do not recover that. And it's a new project. Of course, it's a console. You need to understand that it's either we create classes in our program or we create class libraries. Okay, but for ZIMSEC sake, I recommend you to create your classes within your program. It makes it faster or easier. Okay, right. It makes it easier to take the code because you don't want to import anything in the examination. Okay, all right. Why is this thing taking ages? So let's put our tab on the side here. All right. So we have our parent class, which is prefect. Okay, here's our parent class. Let's first call this parent class. Okay, so class prefect. Okay, and let's set our attributes. Okay, so public. Why are we saying public? Because we want these attributes to be accessed by the inheriting attributes. Okay, by the other classes. So public prefect name is of course it's a string, and public gender is it's a string, and public date appointed is date. This is one of the strangest data types I've ever used. Okay, so let's now implement the methods. Okay, so we're going to first start with set prefect name. Okay, so public is going to be a public method as well. Okay, so public sub procedure set prefect name. All right, we were told not to code anything. Okay, and here we have public sub gender set male. Okay, so it's going to set to male. Okay, I do not know if this school only has male prefects. I don't know. So for the other classes, guys, I'm not going to code. I'm just going to control C and V everything. Okay. So the next sub procedure is date appointed. Okay, so set date appointed. So set date appointed. Okay, so we still have another one. We have sub get expiry date. Please write these procedures as you are given in the exam. Okay, you don't want to be in trouble with ZIMSEC. Okay, so we are done with this class, which is class prefect. Okay, it is done like that. It is very smart like this. So here's the interesting part. We have these new classes, but we are going to do something called polymorphism, in which we have to add our own things. Okay, so here's the part. Sports prefect, we will have to create a new class. So class sports prefect. Okay, so because there is an inheritance sign, it means that all these things need to be here. All these things need to be here. What can we do? Of course, we can copy this and paste it in here. But what if we have to modify something here? You see that there will be inconsistency of data because it won't modify here as well. Okay, so there's this simple code that we will put. It's inherits, and which class do we want to inherit? Prefect. Okay, it means that all this stuff is now in this single line of code. Do you understand me? Now we can add our things which are not here. We have sports group, public sports group. Okay, and we've got of course two sub procedures, which are set sports group and get sports group. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste this. Okay, set sports group. Okay, and I'm sure before I correct this, do you see something with an error because it is already inherited. Okay, you cannot put something which is already there. Okay, so the other one is get sports group. All right, so this class for sports prefect is done now. Okay, so the other one is clubs prefect. Okay, so class clubs prefect. All right. So the first thing that you need to know that it inherits the prefect class. Okay. So inherits prefect, and we add the things that are not there. We have got the attribute class type. Okay. So public class type. Okay. And we've got the two methods which are set club type and club type. Okay. So I'm just going to copy and paste this. Okay. Set club type, and we have get club type. Right. This is all, guys. This is all. Remember, the code detail inside each function or method is not required. Okay, so we don't have to code anything. This is all. That is why I was saying this question should be 1 mark, because how can you be asked to create something without a code? This is all. This is all. Let's just crop this a bit. I'm going to do a little erasing here. All right. So let's just revise what we did here. Okay. For that pen who doesn't understand. Okay. So first of all, we have the main class, the parent class, which is prefect. Okay. And we declared prefect name, male, and date appointed here. Okay. With their appropriate data types. Okay. And we now put the constructors. Okay. So we now put the methods: set prefect name, set male, set prefect name, set male, set date appointed, get expiry date. Okay. So here's the thing: post prefect will inherit from prefect. So set class post prefect will inherit from prefect, and when we say inherit, it means that it gets all of these things. And what is here and not here? We've got the attributes post group, so we redeclared it here, and we have got two methods which are not here: set post group and get post group. So we add our methods, and we do the same for here. All right. So to make the video short, that's all.